Audio. Welcome to the FGC podcast. I'm the Turkster, and I have two.
AFC.
Slug's a little upset because I dropped a JFC in our communication, so he's mad at me. He's a little angry, right?
I'm loving the videos. I am, but I'm sure once I get a little something in my belly, I'll feel a lot better.
And then we've got our special guest here, Hot Sauce Guide. He's just hanging out and chilling, right, buddy?
I am fending off cats.
So one of the things that we're doing today on the pod is we're gonna be trying some Dunkin Donuts stuff, some random things, and Mark Hot Sauce Guide has two very inquisitive cats who absolutely love to just get into things, and so Mark's sitting on the table with um, his donut there, and the cats are really trying to get into the donut, and it's absolutely hilarious. We decided to start because we're already about
I'm
15. Oh, I decided to
gonna go
start.
get mine.
Okay, all right. So this is gonna slug's gonna pop off, and we're gonna get a really weird looking mark. Let me fix that real quick. All right, so we.
Awesome.
uh, oh no. Give me 1 second here. There we go. So we've got a goofy looking hot sauce guide coming in. Has split his head there, fixed it. We're just vibing, just vibing. Slug's gonna go take care of his stuff, get his food situated, and then he'll pop back in. We didn't know where his food was, and I had already told a bunch of people that we were gonna start at 2:30, and to be consistent, I wanted to start right on time. So, hot sauce guide. Let's
Yes.
give some background information on this Dunkin' Donuts and your lifestyle. So, Hot Sauce Guide is a Tarian. And I say Tarian because in our relationship, what he's eaten has evolved. So, when we first met him, he was just vegetarian. He just ate plants and only plants, nothing else. Then they got a little bit more adventurous in their lifestyle and they started adding chicken or fish. I think they went fish first. And so then they added fish and just random like seafood items in there, and then at some random point in the past 5 years, they added poultry. So now pretty much they just are red meat haters. They just hate red meat. However, I know that it's been fairly easy to break Hot Sauce Guide. He was going to Arizona and he was going to eat burgers. But then COVID happened, so that didn't happen, I don't think. Or you did? Did you eat burger when you were in Arizona, or no?
I did.
You did eat burger. And how did that
Real
make you
burger.
feel? How did that make you feel?
Well, it was delicious. Mainly because of from where we got it, but it was good.
Okay. And then since then you've tried meat a few times. We had something and then you accidentally ate it and it was meat in it, wasn't it? I feel like we had something
That
you had.
sounds
Yeah,
familiar.
I
That
don't
sounds
remember.
familiar.
Yeah, I don't know. So when we were kind of brainstorming things that we wanted to do, because we wanted to get the Dunkin' Spicy Donut, everybody has been talking about it. There's no better guest to have on your show than Hot Sauce Guide when you're doing spicy shit, because I'm pretty sure he's got like 6 bottles of hot sauce just sitting there that he's gonna dump on stuff whenever we start going, because he's a sociopath. Um, but we wanted to add some extra things in there. So we decided to do, since Mark is or Hot Sauce Guide is a Tarian. We knew that Dunkin' Donuts had 3 different types of sausage. They have Impossible sausage, they have turkey sausage, and then they have your regular sausage. Now, Hot Sauce Guy definitely does not eat pork. However, we're gonna force him to on this very show, and he has no choice. He did not have a choice, and so we made the executive decision that Hot Sauce Guide was gonna eat pork on this pod, and there's nothing that he could do about it. So we've got 3 breakfast sandwiches. We've got the Impossible breakfast sandwich. We've got the sausage egg breakfast sandwich and the turkey sausage egg and sandwich. All on the same egg McMuffin for the most of us. I think HotSauceGuide accidentally got a croissant in one of his. Is that right?
I did. I don't know which it is, but I definitely
Yeah,
have.
I don't know what the difference between these are. They all look the same, except for one is a lot thicker and looks a little bit more putty-like. It looks like it was made from clay. So I'm assuming that's the impossible. But when we get down into the taste test, I'll show you off. I'll put it up to camera when we get there. Um, but yeah, so we've got that. We also got some drinks. I don't know where mine is. I thought I brought it in here, but I did not. My loving fiance and assistant is bringing it in. Uh, Gabtron, thank you. I got the mocha. I don't know what is it. The hold on, its name's on here. I got the hot signature large original coca mocha. I was gonna get the frozen or the frozen chocolate. However, I was told that it made one person sick, and then when we went out to Dunkin Donuts today, our car was encased in ice, so I didn't think I really wanted anything colder in my system. So opted in for the
That's probably a good decision.
yeah, yeah, for sure. Um, did you get a drink?
I did not. We made coffee at home today, and to be honest, I picked it up before the Browns game and just reheated them
Mm,
uh, because I didn't want to miss Browns game. So mine were refrigerated, so they didn't go bad, and I have reheated them to hopefully what Duncan would have been serving them at temperature wise. So we'll see.
I got you. And so I find it interesting that when you were up against Slug last week, you made a bet that if you lost, you would eat hot sauce. However, you're up against me this week, and I didn't receive said bet. Why is that?
That's true. We can. Is this the first time we're playing each other this year?
Second time, I think. I think I beat you the first time.
Okay. I was gonna say because we played each other twice, so we could do it. But if this is our second game, I'll confirm that.
You don't have to
I
confirm
don't
it.
know.
I'm just being a troll because I'm beating you by a lot right now. Um, so that's
Yeah.
that's
Well, Odell played like one snap and then broke himself. So, oh
there's
my
been a
God.
lot of injuries
Yeah.
today. Yeah, I'm beating you
I
by I think like 60 points
just saw
last
the
I
score.
looked. Yeah, that's the only reason why I brought it up was just because I was just being a jerk. And we'll go more in depth about that bet a little bit later when Slug gets here because I want to hear Slug's reaction and point of view and involvement in that. Um,
I did beat you the first time that we played.
oh, you did beat me? Yeah, my team
Yeah.
sucks this year in that league. So we'll split it, and that's all that matters. This is a nice, good old split. Um, so I like to ask just some random questions. Um, it's I don't know. I get sick enjoyment out of just seeing what people think or um, what they would make a decision of. And so if I told you, let me pull up my list. Pulling it up right. Meow. Give me a second. Sorry. Sorry. Sorry.
I'll forgive you this one time.
Ugh. All right. So what is your you go into a gas station. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. You're on a long road trip. You have coffee, so that's not an issue. But your body is fiending for candy or chips, snacks. You want a snack. And you walk into a gas station, no pre made food, none of that stuff. You're getting pre-packaged snackage. I like that. Pre-packaged snackage. That's nice. What are you getting? What are you walking out with? You've got $10 to spend. What are you buying for your $10?
Oh gosh. Probably some barbecue potato chips.
Okay.
Um, Candy. I don't know. I'm not a huge candy person. But
I'm gonna say Ruffles is like $2. So come on, you got eight more dollars to spend. Or barbecue chips
no,
like $2.
Bang energy drink. I know
I
that's
already
not a
said.
snack, but
Okay, all right. I'll allow it just because I said you have coffee already. But if you
well, you can
wanna,
never have too much
if you
caffeine.
wanna stop your heart by consuming coffee and then a bang, you can. That's on you.
Um, I guess Twizzlers.
Twizzlers.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not a huge fan.
All right.
Maybe
Well,
some
I get
Cheetos too.
Cheetos. Okay. So I got mine. I know mine right off the bat. I'm gonna get a slushy. If they have like Coke or Pepsi slushies, I'm getting a slushy. Whatever. I would prefer Coke, but I know that like Sheets has like Pepsi and like Mountain Dew slushies. They're okay, but a traditional Coke slushie, like icy, blows your mind out of the water. I'm gonna say that's $2. I'm gonna get cheddar Chex Mix, the biggest bag I can find, because I just
Oh,
love
good
that. And
call.
then you get your fingers in there and you're mixing it in there, and then your fingers just become this like crusty, hard shelled cheddar deliciousness. Suck on those bad boys, you know? That's a second treat and a meal in itself. And then I'm going to get some Reese's or I'm going to get a fast break. Whatever comes first, whatever's bigger, whatever is the best deal. Unless there's Reese eggs. If there's Reese eggs or Reese pumpkins, done. I'm going to buy the rest of my money in that. Because that's all you need. An icy, cheddar Chex Mix, and a Luna. Right there. That's all you need is a Luna. A good old Luna butt. Luna, you're famous. Say hi to Luna, everybody. For those that are going to be watching on YouTube, Luna just popped up on cam. All
She
right.
likes to make herself known from time to time.
Hey, I mean, I like to do that too. So I got another question for you.
Shoot.
What is the better dunking cookie? A Nutter Butter, an Oreo, or like a Chips Ahoy? And I'll let you opt into Chewy or original Chips Ahoy. If you had a nice cold glass of milk right in front of you and you had those three cookies, what would be your first dunk?
Probably Chips Ahoy. Actually, definitely Chips Ahoy.
And I would like to know why you chose the wrong answer.
Because I'm weird and I eat like Oreos and Nutter Butters. I like pull them apart and then eat the one half of the cookie without the frosting and then eat the other half with the cookie and the frosting.
Okay. So the reason why I'm asking you all these questions is because I want to get into the head of a sociopath. So any man that can just take a spoonful of these sauces that I see on a regular basis and no sell them or just get the hiccups and not get violent diarrhea or just start coughing and their face turns all red and they're sweating and hiccuping. I've only seen you hiccup once. Um, there's something wrong with you. So I'm asking these questions. This is my own fat guy certified psych test. You know, like they do like the Rorschach test with like those fancy like images and the colors and like the screens come in and out. Yeah, well, this is the fat guy certified test. And I'm asking you all these questions, and this is going to clue me into how much of a sociopath serial killer you are.
You know how it all started?
How?
33 years of being a Browns fan.
I guess when your team is just tearing you down every year, and then you get hyped and you get hope, and then you get a number one stud of a quarterback, and then they just fall apart and fold for 15 years in a row. I guess that's tough. I guess that's pretty brutal. So I can understand that bringing you into being a serial killer. That's for sure. So my next question to you. What is the absolute worst movie you've ever paid money to see?
Um, I I think it was with Russell Brand. Get It to the Greek, maybe. I That's the only movie I think I didn't finish watching, like ever. Even most bad movies, I'll get through it. It can be bad, not whatever. Fine, I'll finish it. We'll see what happens. I turned it off like 20, 30 minutes into it. Just nope. Only movie I've ever didn't finish watching.
Slug's back.
Yeah, I agree.
I gotta fix the cameras. Boom. Boom. You agree with
Torture.
get him to the Greek? Slug?
Oh, no, what? Sorry.
Oh, okay. So I'm doing the a Turk Rorschach test. So
Okay.
I'm asking questions to figure out how much of a serial killer
Hot
Mark
sauce guide
really
is?
is. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I asked some questions. I asked him if he has $10. He walks into a convenience store at 2 a.m. and what does he get? And he said he gets a bag of barbecue chips. I said coffee is not a choice because you have coffee. So he said barbecue chips, Twizzlers, and a Bang energy drink. So he's just asking for his heart to stop.
Yeah, that is definitely some serial killer energy.
So then I ask him, next question. I say, you've got Nutter Butters, Oreos, and Chips Ahoy, your choice, chewy or regular, in front of you, and a nice big ass cold glass of milk. What is the first one you grab? What do you think he chose?
Probably the chewy Chips Ahoy.
He did choose Chips
Actually,
Ahoy. He didn't
I was gonna
elaborate.
say he would take the other Chips Ahoy because that's for psychopaths. At least the chewy are kind of okay. The other one's like dog biscuit cereal.
He would chew the yeah. He did not elaborate on which one he
Mm-hmm.
would pick. So then I asked him, and this one is just a little bit. It's a little bit different. But what is the worst movie he's ever paid money to see? And his choice was Get Him to the Greek.
That
With
makes sense. Anybody who would pay money to go see that movie is automatically suspicious.
okay, all right, okay.
So your test is sent. It sounds like it has some strong validity.
Right, right. These are
Yeah.
just these are very deep
And
questions.
he lives with cats. Okay, I'm just saying. Just start
Who have
checking
made
off boxes.
who have made multiple appearances so far. And his cats are trying to eat the hot donut.
And all the breakfast sandwiches.
I'm just gonna say if go ahead, hot sauce.
I did explain that it stems from 33 years of watching the Browns lose.
Yes.
It's just self-deprecating.
Yeah, which they're about to do again. Cincinnati just scored with a minute left.
Wow, Joe Burrow's scored some points on my bench. I'm hoping that the love muscle doesn't make me regret starting him.
Friend of the show, Joe Burrow. Friend of the show. We know how much I love him.
Yeah, and Joe Burrow is a big fan of us.
All right, Mark, hot sauce guide. I pull out a box of crayons. Right? I put it in front of you. What color do you go for? 48. So if you might have one of those savant brains, or like all 48 colors of the Crayola pack. What color do you look for?
A green. I don't have the only. I could name you like 3 Crayola colors: forest green, sky blue, and macaroni.
Yeah, macaroni is always the one you go to. I love green, but if I'm in that big box, I'm going for macaroni.
So there's these guys that I watch on YouTube. They're called I don't know what their name is off the top of my head. I'm drawing a major blank. What they do is they have a bidet trivia game where they sit their hosts on a bidet in their office, or their guests on a bidet in the office, and then ask them a trivia question. If they give it wrong, they turn because their bidet is like super high powered because of their water pressure, so they turn it all the way up, and so one of the things is they'll like ask like all these different trivia questions. Well, they pull out a box of 48 color crayons and they just pull the crayon out and they cover the label and they go guess the name of this crayon. No one's ever gotten it right. Oh, I don't know if you know who Gus is. Gus, he's like a YouTuber. He goes cornflower blue and he gets it right. And my mind was just blown.
Wow.
Like they've done this every single episode and no one's gotten close. And he just pulls out and he goes, "That's cornflower blue," and they get it. And I didn't even know cornflower blue was a choice.
Yeah,
So,
I couldn't even tell you what that color looks like.
So Slug,
Yes, sir.
have you had the time to set up and establish your base of operations?
Oh, I am set and ready to go. Real short order of business. I was listening to you guys while I was setting everything up, and the reason Hot Sauce Guy didn't make a challenge you is because he respects you. But that motherfucker thought he was going to play me. He thought he was going to just roll in on Slug's team like it was no joke, okay? There's been no respect on my name since the draft, and I'm the only one sitting at the top of the fucking mountain undefeated right now.
Well, I mean, there's an asterisk next to your name.
Tribunal.
I don't know why. All the players that
had...
I dropped and benched and have now picked up on my own are dominating. Washington defense, thank you.
We're talking about, so for some context here, we're talking about fantasy football. We're all in a league together. We've been in the same league for a while now. Every single year, Slug's team has been absolutely garbage. Just.
I mean, I don't want to say garbage, okay? And I'm good in other leagues. Fuck your pay league.
No, but in this league, you've not won. You've been consistently mid to
never
like
won.
lower
Barely
rankings.
make the playoffs.
Well,
yeah. Well, this year we're in our draft, and we're listening, and all of a sudden Doug keeps going in and out of the draft, like his sound, and we're like, why is he muting us? That's a little weird. And then all of a sudden his headset picks up another sound. This motherfucker's talking to people as he's drafting in his headset. Yeah. He got people to help him. His name is Help Wanted, so like he's been asking for it. So we shouldn't be surprised.
Team name's been Help Wanted since day one.
So he got a tribunal. I think it was only like 2 people, but he had people.
Just one person. Just one. My good friend Sean Cope hooking me up. He had the plays, and you know what? I feel like you've admitted that you pay for this advice, okay? I got it from a friend. You subscribe to an app to play the game for you, and you're going to come at me for just going to a confidant, to a friend, and saying, can you help me? And he said, I would love to help you. And it is paying dividends.
One, I don't pay for it. I get it for free from FanDuel Sportsbook, sponsored, you know. And 2, I don't use it for the advice. I use it to sort. Because, motherfucker, I'm in like 7 leagues. I have to keep track of all these people.
I can't pay your bills. Like, I don't know what's wrong with you.
What do you mean you can't pay my bills?
I mean, if you can't keep track of what's coming in and out of your house, if you can't count all the chickens in your farm, then maybe it's time to start selling dairy.
Brother, I win leagues every year. I make money. I don't even need to worry about it. I don't think I've ever gone negative. This might be the year that I go negative. I wanted to go back-to-back in a league, but I don't think I'm going to do it. But anyway, I digress. So, in our fantasy football league, last week, Hot Sauce Guide's been stirring the pot. 2 weeks ago, Slug and I were going head-to-head, and he said, who's going to win? Who's going to win? We threw it out there. We ended up splitting. Slug won 1, I won 1. And then this week, Slug goes, yo, motherfucker. Or Hot Sauce Guide goes, yo, motherfucker, let's do a prop bet. And the prop bet is that if Slug won, Mark would have to eat the new Last Dab Apollo. Is that correct?
Yes.
And what was the score of your game last week?
A lot to a little, kind of like how it's turning out this week versus you.
Yeah.
A lot to a little.
Actually, no. I think I only lost by 10 points. I think I had a push at the end there.
Yeah, you made a comeback, so you didn't look as pathetic. You're right.
So
you look competitive.
So what happened is you lost. And so this week, what we were originally going to do is you were going to try the new. Not really everybody's had it yet. Like, it's brand spanking new. Like, it's still, like, it's just shipping this week. The new Hot Ones Last Dab Apollo sauce. You're going to try it and review it on camera. Well, it didn't end up coming. It's stuck in some mailroom somewhere in Arizona, and you didn't get it. So we were brainstorming what we were going to do. And we decided upon the new Ghost Pepper Donut.
I don't know how I got fucking wrangled into this.
You lost, or you won, and you're still somehow having to
I'm
eat
eating a goddamn ghost pepper something.
But we made it fun. We talked a little bit earlier about the 3 sandwiches we got. We got the 3 different types of sausage. We're gonna try that out. I was hungry earlier, so I got a few extra things to just try. I'm gonna shout them out real quick. The bagel bites with the cream cheese in them, really, really good.
Never
They
heard of
come
that.
like they're just like a little bagel, and it has cream cheese stuffed in them. They were great. We got steak and cheese roll-ups,
Those
not
aren't
so
bad.
good. Ours were terrible. Ours were rock hard, but the Dunkin' Donuts when we got there was absolutely like they was hit like by like a hurricane.
Yeah.
Like line wrapped around the door. Like they were out of half the donuts. So like I ordered our donuts on the app, and when I got there, the guy was like, I don't have any of what you want." I was like, "Well, damn." I got super nervous. I was like, "You at least got the ghost pepper?" He's like, "That's like the only thing I have." So I got the ghost pepper donuts and then ordered a bunch of other stuff. Their little tater tots, really good. Burger King's are better, but the tater
Mm.
tots at Dunkin's were good. And I got the maple honey breakfast sandwich. That was pretty good too. It was very, very, very sweet, but it was on a croissant, and
Okay.
you can't really have a bad croissant sandwich in my opinion. So
Unless you
those
have
are
a
all
bad croissant, you're right.
those are all things that you should try. They're pretty good.
Now, if American runs on Duncan, that explains why we're in a shithole right now. Because this was a fucking dumpster fire of an experience. So little old Crawford County Meadville does not believe in better alternatives to meat. So we had to go 30 miles out of the way, all the way up to Erie to get an Impossible sandwich. And once Hannah arrived, everything's locked up. You had to go around the block. You had to get in line for the drive-through. It was packed just like yours. The guy forgot half the sandwiches right from Jump Street. He's like, "Here you go." We had like 7 sandwiches in the order. We had 2 sandwiches in the bag. So she's trying to open the door, can't get it. Got to get back in the line. Gets back in the line. The guy's like, "So your order was a vegan, and you had some milkshakes." And she's like, "Nope, that's not my order. My name is Hannah." Oh, what'd you order? She just had to reorder the whole thing right there. She's like, "I want the ghost pepper donut. We probably don't have any of those. You just want a second of the other donut?" "No, why don't you go do your job, Chuck? Go do your job." And so I did get the ghost pepper donut, and luckily for Madeline, they put it face down on top of her donut. So hopefully she has some ghost pepper flakes all over her donuts. And then they forgot the drinks, and then they also
Oh,
gave us an extra egg sandwich. But it's all right. I have in front of me 3 different. I can tell by looking. I have 3 different sausage sandwiches and a ghost pepper donut, and I am quite hungry.
all right. You got all
Yeah,
your donuts ready too, hot sauce guide? Or
I
your?
do.
I think
And
we do. Go ahead.
Baker Mayfield just put together a game-winning drive with a ridiculous touchdown throw in the end zone, and the Browns are 4 seconds away from being 5-2.
5
Congratulations.
and 2.
That's
5
very
and
good for
2.
you. All right.
I'm
So
excited.
how do we want to do this? I'll let someone else be the shot caller. I'm gonna warn you all. Mine are not warm. Mine are actually cold, and I'm
I'm
okay with
sure
that.
mine are cold because they came from Erie.
Okay.
But Hannah did
So
everything she could, and I'm not even complaining.
so we've got 3 things here. There are 2 circular patties. One's
And
a
a
thick
square.
boy, one's a thin boy, and then we got a square patty.
I say we go square because I think the square is the impossible.
Do you?
Really? I think this tiny, smushed, thick patty
So
is the possible one.
so this is one. That's one patty. Looks nasty as F. Here's
Okay.
a patty.
So let's. If Hot Sauce Guide, you are the guest, we will
And
let
then
you
there's
decide.
a patty.
What we're starting with?
Yeah, as
Yeah,
the
you.
guest, we let you decide which one we're starting with.
We'll start with the square one. Are
Okay.
all wait?
Okay.
Does anyone else have a croissant sandwich for one of them?
No.
No, I ordered all of mine on
English
sausage biscuit.
muffins.
On English muffins, yeah.
All right,
So we're
let's
going
start the
square
square.
first.
Yeah.
Going square.
There's the camera angle view so you can see it. Crispy, crispy. Going deep.
This might not be fake. This could be real meat. Mmm. Mmm.
I think it's the turkey
I think
one.
that I think that's the pork.
Well, I don't want to say that. I think it might be the impossible. I'm trying to get a bite of just the sausage.
I'll be honest with you, it didn't have the best taste.
Yeah, but it didn't have the worst taste.
Oh, also, we should definitely clarify, it's not impossible, it's beyond. And I
Oh.
and I didn't know that those were two different things, but I would just watch the Rhett and Link video the
Yeah,
other
me
day of
too.
it. Beyond and impossible are two different things, and their way that they inject the protein and how it is completely different. Impossible has like a real like protein byproduct, while Beyond is just like colored with beet juice.
And Beyond tasted a little more like a veggie burger than real meat. Now, I thought on this menu when I ordered it, it said impossible sandwich.
Well, the
The
one
Dunkin'
I'm
app said
looking.
impossible.
Oh, well then I'm on the Dunkin' website right now, and it says Beyond.
Pull up your app because my
Could it
app
be?
was definitely
Could it be?
impossible.
Could it be regional?
That's interesting. That's interesting. Yo, I don't. If this is real pork, this is the lowest grade real meat I've ever had.
I need to pull up the Dunkin' app now. I'm so nervous. So, what did you think of that sandwich?
It's good size.
It's a hefty, thick boy, but
I'm
it
not
still
mad.
tasted. It still tasted a little weak.
I think it's impossible.
The meat didn't have you didn't get a lot of spice or anything in the meat.
Right, very bland. It's very bland.
I threw some hot sauce on it.
I meant to, but I was in a rush and I didn't want to get another JFC, so I just dove in.
Oh, your face.
But I cut them in half. So after I ate half of them, I'll ask Canada to bring me down a little bit of a super
I'm
hard
on.
bar
I'm on the
habanero.
app right now, and it says Beyond. Do you want me to spoil it for you?
No.
Because I think
Why
I
do you
have
love
this.
spoiling?
Because I think I have the answer.
As to what it is.
All right, what are we
Yeah.
moving on to next?
I think we should try the thick boy.
Okay. I think this is the Beyond.
I co-sign that with you.
I'll get back to you.
All right.
Like,
This
you know,
is the.
you can't judge after just one bite, but I'll give you my real thing at the end. All right, so now you said the thick boy.
Yeah, the thick boy.
All right, this is a thick boy.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, never mind.
Oh God.
Found it. This is the impossible.
I just threw up.
It sounded like it. Sounded like someone took a bag of milk and just smacked you in the throat.
Hey, not a
Woo!
fan of that. That's a
Good.
no-go.
This just tastes like lentil, man. I just had some lentil loaf with Hannah a couple weeks ago. This is very lentilish. I'm taking another bite.
I tried.
I threw a bunch of Cholula on there, so maybe that will make it.
So, Mark, as a former vegetarian, which one of those did you like more, A or B?
That's the Beyond.
I did not care for the pretend one.
So, even though the first one was bland, we're
You
in
liked it?
agreement that it's better than the Beyond.
Yeah, that.
Well, this had an overpowering taste of something.
I think it's bean.
My dad just called me a wuss.
Thank you, Big Ron. He most certainly is a wuss. I've been saying it for years. I'm just glad now there's video evidence. I mean, I ain't gonna waste. I'm gonna finish this half.
I'm not gonna finish this half.
Luna, you cannot finish this half.
All right, you guys let me know when you want to move on, because I'm not touching that with a 12-foot pole.
I'm ready.
I can't believe you had such a reaction.
It just something in me just did not want that.
I'm also ready for Thin Circle Boy. Oh, let me get a palate cleanse. Let me reach over and get a drink.
Did you end up getting a drink? Did you get your frozen chocolate?
Oh no, that had like 2,000 grams of sugar or something crazy. I'm not trying to
Okay,
lose my feet. Just good old H2O, baby. Whenever you're ready,
ready.
this is the Thin Circle Boy. Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, Hannah did a really good job cutting those.
This is the pork.
Yep, those are OG.
I think I'm just a bacon guy.
I mean, bacon's good, but I do like a good sausage sandwich. I like a hot sausage, Italian sausage, breakfast sausage on a sandwich. Love it. 100% that's the pork. Now, you know what? The reason I was so gung ho on this turkey sausage being the impossible is because everyone keeps talking it up, okay? Like, don't toot horns that don't have the ability to be tooted. That's a decent alternative, but it tastes like a bean loaf. That tasted just like plant based proteins. That was a lentil loaf that I put in my mouth not 2 weeks ago, not 3 weeks ago. So you can't tell me, oh, it tastes just like meat. You're never gonna be able to tell the difference. So even though the turkey was really, really bland, I was like, well, maybe this is the alternative that everyone just keeps saying is so good. It's like meat. Eh.
Wrong.
In fairness, the one Burger King has, the Impossible Whopper, does, and I think it's probably because it's just the onion and the mayo, and it tastes fairly similar, I think, to a
Well,
Whopper.
Beyond and
But
Impossible are way different in like the science involved in creating
Mm-hmm.
them. Beyond is like a veggie patty like that's like got like beet juice like mixed in with it, while Impossible is like a chemical like compound of like protein. I'm
I
gonna have
do
to
want to
say
try
I think
both.
I like the turkey better than I like the pork.
I might. I have one bite of the turkey half left, and I'm gonna go side by side.
I went back to it. I think I like the turkey more than I like the pork. I'm also really full, so that could be swaying my opinion.
Well, Duncan, your customer service was a little lacking, and that Impossible sandwich was not good. No, I like the regular pork.
Do you? I think there's a little too much fennel or something in there for me. I
It did
think
have a
like the
sausagey taste.
a little. I think when I gravitate towards like breakfast sausage, I'm like a maple breakfast sausage. I need like that, like the maple kind of in there more so than like the traditional breakfast sausage with like the fennel and um
Maybe
what is
anise,
sure, yeah. I don't
anise.
really anise whatever, yeah. I'm more of like the maple sausage kind of guy.
You know, for being a really, really produced sandwich and processed, it fits like a glove. Like there's no over bites of like, oh, this bite's all egg or this bite's all bun. It fits really well.
They're well put together sandwiches. I agree with that. Hot sauce guide. How would you rank them?
um, I think I'd go with turkey number one, even though you didn't get a big sausage flavor with it. Um, it
Mm-hmm.
for me it allowed for me to put some of the hot sauce on there, and that added flavor made it really tasty. Um, I guess the classic one was number two. That Beyond one was not good.
I mean, we tried. It wasn't garbage. Turk threw up, but it
But
just
at least
wasn't good.
there's an option
I
for
also
people.
have a horrible gag reflex. So we all know that.
Different strokes for different folks.
We all know the littlest thing can make me just instantly vom.
Just.
So
I'm intrigued that we tried that.
But I did like.
show.
Yeah, there was a good amount of cheese to sausage to egg ratio.
Yeah, it was a good sandwich. It was a good sandwich. It's pretty big. Now, it's time
Are
for
y'all
dessert.
ready? Y'all ready?
If this really hurts like a ghost pepper, I'm gonna fuck up both of you. I'm just gonna put it out there.
I don't know. I've tried to stay ignorant of it, but I've seen some like reactions on like TikTok and stuff. I don't think we've got too much to worry about.
Yeah, from the reviews I've seen, it's
Mild.
Yeah.
Well, I did not get this one cut. I'll let you hold it up and show the world.
I'm taking some photos of it real quick. Give me a second here.
Well, I got this nice little. I got to get on the Insta hammer right now because I got the 3 halves, like making a crescent, a half crescent, or a whole crescent around the donut right now, and it needs to be captured for future evidence.
So is the spice in the icing or is it in the donut?
It's probably just that fucking little cinnamon sprinkles on top. We're probably just about to eat a red hot donut, and they're calling it ghost pepper.
I don't know.
So this is the donut. Right there. It's a traditional cake donut. It's got like this light pinkish glaze with like these little red.
Somewhere I heard maybe it's strawberry, but
Mm.
maybe I made that up.
Okay, well I'm ready when you guys are.
Hold on. 10 seconds. Gotta get it for the gram. You know, fuck it. I knocked the phone out of my hand.
Gotta get it for the gram.
Gotta get it for the gram. Maybe a little sausage will help liven us up. All right. It is cocked, locked, and ready to rock.
Cheers, bitches.
Cheers.
That's strawberry.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the icing.
I guess there's a little tingle. Yeah.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
It's a donut.
I mean, it's not.
I would love to know why they're calling it ghost pepper.
Is it made with ghost pepper?
Yeah.
I feel like they'd have to put it in there.
Why is your icing like brown?
Ooze.
Could
It
be
looks
lighting.
like Turk's icing is brown. Like on cam, I feel like mine looks pink. Oh, you know what?
Pinkish.
I just have a lot of sprinkles on mine. Underneath, I can see.
Mine's pinkish. Yeah, this isn't. I've had ghost peppers. This isn't ghost pepper.
Well, they're not gonna. I don't know.
They need to.
Got a little kick to it, but not. I mean, for a donut anyway.
Good point. If there's a slight kick that you and I are getting, it might kill someone like Gabtron.
I was going to say, we have one for Gabtron, so.
I'm going to need that Gabtron cam / audio. I'm going to need to hear that reaction.
Gabtron, we need you. We think we're broken.
You are. I think it's the sprinkles.
It's not. I like the sprinkles. It's the icing. You got to get on cam, boo.
I don't want to know. Okay, I'll sit back here. Okay. Can you see me? This way.
Yep.
Okay.
So she doesn't want to be seen. I just need to hear if she freaks out.
Did you get icing?
Take a big bite.
It doesn't hurt your tongue?
No. There's tingle, but there's not like anything like.
I see that subtle reaction now with the delayed video. She's free. She's holding her phone like,
I don't like it.
my God. She's dying.
You want to give
You
it
don't
up?
feel that?
No, it literally,
I think
it
it's
tasted
incredible.
spicy, but it didn't taste anything
It's
crazy.
already gone. I don't even have an aftertaste in it. I'm so glad they had it, because if they didn't, I was going to mix the pepper X sauce with some syrup and dip a regular donut, and then I'd have been the one in pain while you jabronis are on high heaven. So I'm so glad. So glad that I didn't get screwed over.
That's hilarious. Gabtron's dying. What about Natty? Natty volunteering?
No, she didn't get one. She got a just glazed donut.
Thank you, Boo. I'm
That's
glad that
interesting.
you were.
I'm
I
glad
liked
she
it.
had that reaction.
If
But
it was
a
like a
tasty
chocolate, if it was chocolate, I think I'd love it more because I think like
Make more sense.
And
I didn't like
spicy
the
chocolate's a
strawberry so
thing.
much, but I'm not a big strawberry guy, so
I think that was the best thing I ate in this whole podcast.
yeah, definitely that was better than the sandwiches
Yeah.
in my opinion.
All three. So skip all three sandwiches if you have to.
And then
Get
just
yourself a
jump right
donut.
into the ghost pepper donut. I wanted to get one of the other yeah,
The
any
spider
donut.
donuts.
Their apple cider donuts are pretty good too if they have them in your area. We got pumpkin donuts, we got apple cider donuts. They're real good. You know,
Yep.
I know they took donut out of the name for some reason, but you should go to Dunkin' and get donuts. Don't get all that other shit.
Well, you go say we're dropping to Dunkin' because we want to be healthier. We're more than donuts, and then you serve a 2,000 sugar frozen chocolate drink. Like, shut up. Just be a donut shop because you ain't a sandwich shop. That's for damn sure. You're not a customer service agency. Just go back to peddling cheap coffee and good donuts.
I don't know, my man
Okay,
My
donuts.
man at 84th Street Dunkin' Donuts. He had hair down to his ass, wearing a leather coat. He had some prime customer service. Only man wearing a mask in that whole back of the restaurant, which was a little
Nice.
suspect. But I mean, hey, it was good.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? Coffee was all right. It just tasted like a mocha. I'm not a big Dunkin' coffee guy. Their regular coffee tastes like hazelnut to me, and I'm not a hazelnut guy. I don't know.
I'll
But
tell you
this
what. This is
sugary
not Fat Guy
chocolate thing.
certified. I've never been wowed by anything at Dunkin' Donuts. Not one thing has ever made me go, wow.
Yeah, there's better coffee and donut places in town for sure.
And these are kind of on the expensive side of the sandwiches. Like they're like $3.50, almost $4 a sandwich.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I spent $30. I think I spent $30 on today's adventure, which is we are able to buy these things because of all of our listeners and all that stuff. So thank you all for
We do
subs.
appreciate it.
Hot Sauce Guide, we thank you for coming and participating. So you had an achievement not too long ago on Instagram, right? Wasn't it like didn't you pass like over like 300 followers or something?
Yeah. I am now at 333, 37.
What's your
So
secret?
we started this before you, and somehow you're blowing us out of the water on the Instagram.
I'm happy.
We need to pay you to do our Instagram for us because we are not good at it. I don't gravitate towards Instagram. It's not my natural social media. I'm a Twitter guy, so I don't know. But you hit 337 followers on Instagram. That's dope as fuck, bud.
Thank you.
And you did that in like 6 months.
My first post was May 18th. So
So
not
you did
even.
that in 5 months.
He said get shit on. He said I did it in 5. I don't even need a half a year.
That's dope, man. I'm happy to be a part of this journey with you. I've got so many goddamn hot sauces in my fridge now.
Yeah.
It's just it's a glorious thing. Absolutely glorious. So out of all of the hot sauces you've consumed in the past 5 months, if I had to say you've got a bullet, you got a gun pointed at your head, choose your number one, this is the only hot sauce you could have for the rest of your life, which one are you picking?
Uh,
Yeah, I know. from the guy that has 70 bottles of hot sauce in his apartment. I'm asking you to narrow it down to one or you die.
Shaplow.
Who's the sociopath now, Mark?
Not me. Oh God.
This is giving him more indigestion than the damn hot sauce.
I'll go with trying to look through all my. I'll do the Humble House red jalapeno one, the garlicky one. It's not very hot.
That one's good. I put that on my wings the other day, and it was fire.
That one's over here that I just got. Oh my God, I forgot to count those. I have even more hot sauce than I thought. I still have a bottle of that I have not yet cracked open.
My new rule is I can't buy a new one until I finish one.
I feel like you shouldn't buy a new one until you finish 3. Because you're never buying just one. You finish one and you buy 3.
That's true. That's true. I don't know. I'm a big fan. Mark, Hot Sauce Guide, have you gotten to the point yet where companies are throwing their hot sauce at you, or are people just begging you to review? Like, where are you at in your hot sauce fame?
Yeah.
I've had some companies reach out to me, see if I try their sauce.
That's pretty cool.
Fat
guys over here. We haven't gotten reached out to anybody yet.
I've had a company want to meet me.
Oh.
Because they were in my area. Yeah, not a lot, but it's happened a few times.
So just remember, we were the first people to have you. So when you get famous and you're this big, you're on Hot Ones with Sean Evans and you're vibing in the hot sauce world, remember the fat guys that helped you along the way, you know? And I know you. You might look like a sociopath and act like a sociopath, but you have feelings. And
you're a gummy bear. I mean, you might not express those because you're flat, and that's what we love about you. But you are a genuine teddy bear.
No, he's got a donk. I've looked at his butt. It pops out.
He does have a gluteus maximus.
If you don't know and you can't tell, we like to make Hot Sauce Guide uncomfortable. But I don't know if he can
he's
ever
the
really
habitual.
get.
That's why he is like he's just a resting heartbeat of 12.
So, in summary of today, Hot Sauce Guide is a boss.
Mm-hmm.
Hot Sauce Guide, potential serial killer. Slug does not like it when Turk says JFC.
I don't like being rushed.
Turk does not like any form of sausage from Dunkin Donuts. But he does like ghost pepper donuts.
Oh, certainly.
And I have to say that we've got some pretty cool things in store coming up for the stream. I'm hoping they pan out. I'm a little nervous.
But it got some good things on the horizon. Fingers crossed.
So this week on stream, it all depends on when we're going to stream again on Tuesday and Thursday. Play some games. We had a really fun time playing Left 4 Dead, I think. We got a little frustrated.
Sure.
Slug got a little frustrated. I got a little frustrated too. But it's a tough game. Maybe we might go back and bounce back to like a more chilling game. But one of these days... No. That makes you want to stab somebody. Though they did release the Among Us beta, so we can opt into the beta and have everybody opt into that. And there's a little bit more accessibility features and stuff that they're putting into the beta.
What beta? Is the game not out? Is this not the whole game? How are you rebating a game that's been out for 20 years?
Well, so I don't know if you know, but they were in development for Among Us 2. They were making Among Us 2.
I did hear that.
And then Among Us got so big and everything like that, and like they're now having like 400,000 consecutive like users at a time. So they just canceled Among Us 2, and they're incorporating all of that stuff into Among Us 1. So they're going to have to re-release, and they have got like spaghetti code right now just because like the game was made so long ago, and so they're recoding the game and recreating things. Okay. And so they're doing different features and stuff. They're doing like colorblind mode. The wires are gonna have a symbol, so for like people that might not be able to see the colors, like you could just drag the symbols to match them. I think they're reworking some of like the way that like the buttons show up to make it like a little bit easier. I don't know if it's for mobile, if it's for keyboard and mouse, but they're doing things like that. So yeah. So we can opt into the beta, and we might be able to see some of like the newer things and the different. See if that might make it a little bit more fun. Who knows?
Early in their code, I am permanent imposter.
Yeah, apparently a HotSauceGuide last week. You were what? Like 6 of the 7 games that we played? You were the imposter? Got to a point where we wanted to just vote you out, but you can't think that way or else you're ruining the game,
Oh, you can. You get 100% think that way.
I just hate it because you guys vote me out first every single time.
Numbers don't lie. Stats don't lie.
I guess. But anyway, the gist that I was getting to.
Oh, was there a gist? I thought you were just verbal diarrhea. Oh! Rung up.
I can delete you from the stream so quickly, you jackwagon.
Man, I got 3 sandwiches waiting for me.
When HotSauceGuide gets his Apollo sauce, if he's still willing, we'll figure out maybe on Tuesday or Thursday for one of those streams. If he doesn't want to do it during that stream, we could do it next week. I just know that he probably wants to get the review out sooner than later, so that's out there on the interwebs. So we'll figure that out. Just
next time I'm on the pod, it's not going to be as easygoing as this time.
Yeah, no. Even if it's not on a pod, if it's just on a stream or something like that, we can figure that out too. Though I know that you don't want to have to, if you're going to work the next day, you don't want to have to be sitting on the toilet shitting lava every 30 minutes. Can't imagine. I hate it. Can't imagine. That Carolina Reaper ruined me. I have flashbacks to the time that I ate that Carolina Reaper all the time. Whew, the poop the next day was the worst thing in the world. So, I want to end today's show. My final thoughts is, Gabitron and I are channeling our true Nebraskan heritage today. And I made homemade chili, and Gabitron is making homemade cinnamon rolls. And we're going to have, on the day that we're supposed to get our first snow, though it hasn't snowed yet, cinnamon rolls and chili. The greatest Nebraskan contribution to America, outside of the Runza, is the cinnamon rolls and chili.
It's a weird thing, but it's yours. Be proud of it.
I'm not a big fan, but Gabby loves it. She loves it. Absolutely loves it.
Cinnamon rolls.
I guess, yeah. Though there are people here that dip them straight in. Dip the cinnamon roll right in the chili. I tried when I visited.
It wasn't the best thing, but teach their own.
I'd rather just have a chocolate-covered pretzel or like a pretzel stick and some ice cream.
Tomato, beans, and meat and chili don't all go with the sweet, okay? Sweet and salty is one thing. Chili and cinnamon roll is a whole other.
Though in today's chili recipe that I did make, I did incorporate some cocoa powder and some sugar to make it kind of like Cincinnati style
give it a little depth. Okay.
Yeah. We'll see how it is, though. This is my first time making chili. Normally I had you make it, and because your chili is absolutely delicious. And then I had my dad always made chili growing up, so this is my first time making it. So we'll see if I like it. I hope I did you guys proud.
I'm sure you will. I'm very excited to get the report back from you.
Do you guys have any final thoughts for today?
Follow HotSauceGuide at HotSauceGuide.
Let's get him up to 350 by the end of the week. We do that.
Let's get him up to 400.
Let's get Hot Sauce Guide up to 400 viewers by the end of the week. And, I don't know. I'm not going to fucking offer to do any more hot shit.
I have a surprise makeover idea, but I need a big monumental occasion to bust that one out.
Makeover?
Yeah.
What? You gonna shave your beard?
But not until we get to somewhere special.
We're gonna go back to grad school, Doug.
You don't know what you're gonna get. You don't know what you're gonna get. Life was like a box of chocolates.
Well, I mean, my beard is getting there. One day when the cure happens, we'll shave it, but not until there's a cure for COVID. So when I get there.
A vaccine.
Vaccine, yeah, not a cure. You know what I mean.
I mean, there's some tryhards out there, the real science folk.
They'll try to fight me. They'll get their Anthony Fauci. They'll get their Dr. Fauci on.
No, I have nothing else to say. I just am very happy that Hot Sauce Guide was able to join us today. I'm sorry he didn't get to cry, but there's always next time.
I can't wait to see him eat that Apollo sauce and just hiccup and cry. Show real emotion for the first time since I've known him.
It's something to look forward to. Hot Sauce Guide, you got anything else to say? You want to plug yourself?
No, thanks for having me on. Appreciate it. Always a good time.
Anytime.
I'm going to immediately save this episode, unlike last time where I didn't get to save it. So this time we will have it saved for always and forever. So then that way...
You did that on purpose, so people couldn't see you scream.
No, that's the only footage that's left of it, is me screaming and crying. That's the only footage we have of that episode, is me screaming and crying like a little bitch.
But on your phone, not out there for the world.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's our number one most watched clip. And our second most number one watched clip is "You Fools!" or "You Fucking Fools!" from one of our Among Us streams.
Mm-hmm.
But, well, go vote. Love your faces. Slug, drop the line.
Stay fat.